Good Monday evening, June 3rd, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Wenatchee man is jailed and charged with sex crimes after allegedly responding twice to a sheriff's sting operation. An apparent medical emergency caused a driver in the Ephrata Walmart parking lot to strike 6 other vehicles Sunday and injure 2 people. Breezy and a bit cool again tomorrow before we warm up Wednesday, and especially late this week with the warmest temperatures of the year so far. Police say they've arrested one of 2 people suspected of tagging Lee Elementary School with graffiti and firing off a gun while on school grounds. The Columbia River Drug Task Force on Friday arrested 18-year-old Enrique Agustin Torres of East Wenatchee at a home on North Devon Avenue. East Wenatchee police believe Torres and an associate left gang graffiti on multiple portable classrooms at Lee, and they say a review of surveillance video showed the suspects discharging a firearm. A search of a nearby Clement Circle home on May 17th allegedly found evidence including gang paraphernalia and a handgun modified to fire in fully automatic mode. Torres faces possible charges including unlawful possession of a firearm, discharging a firearm, and malicious mischief. The second suspect is still being sought. A Wenatchee man is jailed and charged with sex crimes after allegedly responding twice to a sheriff's sting operation. 41-year-old Robert Sean Cifuentes faces 2 counts of commercial sexual abuse of a minor and 1 of attempted child rape. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say Cifuentes replied in April to an online advertisement posted by detectives claiming to offer a child for sexual services. Cifuentes allegedly replied to the ad multiple times in early May and then responded to a different decoy ad a few days later. Deputies arrested him at his place of work last Tuesday. He remains jailed on a $250,000 bond. The County of Chelan has announced that the Peshashton Bridge that connects the town to Highway 2 will experience a temporary full closure starting June 17th. The county is launching a project to repair 5 bridges this summer. However, only Peshashton Bridge will require a temporary full closure since the sidewalks, guardrails, and narrow lanes do not leave safe space for construction crews to operate. The 4-week closure will conclude on July 13th. The detour for drivers will include North Road, Chumstick Highway, and Highway 2. Repairs include partial repaving and the replacement of deck joints. Construction dates for the remaining 4 bridges have not been released. The man who damaged a Wenatchee motel while manufacturing phony narcotics in one of its rooms must pay nearly $19,000 in cleanup costs. Brian Mariano Rivera Martinez of East Wenatchee was sentenced last September to 5 years in prison for drug manufacture and possession with intent. The Columbia River Drug Task Force arrested Martinez in 2022 for manufacturing counterfeit fentanyl tablets in his room at the Wenatchee Travel Lodge, which left toxic chemical waste behind. The hotel had to close off the room and hire special cleaners to make it habitable again. Chelan County Judge Travis Brandt ordered Martinez on Thursday to pay $18,991 to cover the costs. When we come back, a human-caused brush fire in the McConihe Road area outside Moses Lake caused evacuation orders Saturday and led to a criminal citation for illegal burning. And get ready for some pomp and circumstance because this Friday, June 7th, both Wenatchee and Eastmont High Schools will hold their graduation ceremonies. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue. A walk on Wooden Avenue wouldn't be complete without a stop at the Chelan Chamber of Commerce. There you'll find all the information you need about local businesses, events, and activities across the entire Chelan Valley.
Lake Chelan Sports is the place to find top brands like Hoka, On's, Patagonia, and now a full line of Warrior products. With excellent customer service, Lake Chelan Sports has what you need.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience Cycle Chelan, held each year on the third Saturday in June. Pick your thrill from 3 rides: the Metric Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, or the Lake Loop. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships and other charitable activities of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan, a route for every rider. Pick your thrill today.
Shoot, I think I left my keys in the kitchen. Can you grab them?
Yep.
Find out?
What's this?
It's a locking bag. It keeps Grandma's medication safe.
But I could just take it.
Well, for one thing, it locks. And if it were gone, I know there's a problem.
Huh. Well played.
Help prevent opioid misuse before it starts. Visit getthefactsrx.com.
A human-caused brush fire in the McConihe Road area outside Moses Lake caused evacuation orders Saturday and led to a criminal citation for illegal burning. The fire swept east starting about 4 p.m. from an intersection near the north shore of Moses Lake. Level 3 evacuation notices went out quickly as wind drove the fire toward homes, but firefighters were able to gain control of the blaze within about an hour and hold it to 10 acres. Grant County Sheriff's deputies said they contacted the person who started the fire and issued a citation for second-degree reckless burning. Saturday was the first day of Grant County's seasonal ban on outdoor burning. An apparent medical emergency caused a driver in the Ephrata Walmart parking lot to strike multiple other vehicles Sunday and injure 2 people. The Ephrata Police Department says a 40-year-old woman and a 14-year-old girl had to be transported for treatment after being struck. The younger victim suffered only minor injuries, while the 40-year-old had a broken arm and other injuries. Police say the 70-year-old driver may have suffered a medical crisis behind the wheel and was also treated at a local hospital. The crash involved 6 vehicles in total, as well as a boat and trailer. Get ready for some pomp and circumstance. This Friday, June 7th, both Wenatchee and Eastmont high schools will hold their graduation ceremonies, and next week, Westside High School will follow suit on June 11th. The NCWLIFE channel will be live from both the Apple Bowl for Wenatchee's graduation and from the Town Toyota Center for Eastmont. Viewers can tune in at 6 p.m. for Eastmont's ceremony or at 8 p.m. for Wenatchee's. The NCWLIFE channel will also be live next Tuesday for Westside's ceremony, which will also be aired live at 7 p.m. from the Town Toyota Center. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will introduce you to new Chelan County Fire Marshal Chris Pedersen. More wind with temperatures below normal tomorrow before we see a heat wave begin on Thursday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Have you noticed how expensive it is this summer to feed a family at most restaurants? Even a burger basket for 6 people can run you $60. But at Abby's, you can still feed a family of 4 to 6 for less than $26. Real value. That's one more reason we're legendary. We know what Abby's customers like on their pizza. Meat. Lots of meat. That's why this month, we're piling on the classic pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and beef. Abby's Triple Topper has the meat you love, and right now, it's on sale. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the tech center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Ole Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
Headaches, neck or back pain, been injured in a car accident, a work injury or fall? Studies show that whiplash causes pain year after year. Your neck is supposed to be curved and acts like a spring to absorb shock, but when it's damaged, it straightens or reverses, and this causes headaches and pain. The solution is our specialized comprehensive combination care. You need our team of professionals who will address every point of your injury with very specific equipment and skill. Stop by Wenatchee or Leavenworth for a free consultation.
In tonight's feature story, Chelan County got a new fire marshal in mid-April, just in time for the 2024 fire season. Chris Pedersen came on board April 15th from Yakima County, where she served both as fire marshal and a lieutenant in the West Valley Fire Department. She replaces former Marshal Steve Rinaldi, who oversees 2 other fire inspectors. In an interview with NCWLIFE News today, Pedersen says for her, firefighting and fire safety is kind of a family business.
Well, I grew up around the fire service. My dad retired as City of Yakima firefighter. He was a captain, 32 years on the job. And so I always wanted to be part of the fire service. And I've been a volunteer firefighter with West Valley Fire Department for 31 years. So I'm a lieutenant there. So I got into it and started fire investigation about 12, 15 years ago. Love it. It's like a puzzle putting pieces together. So I really enjoy that. Yeah, I've just been around it my whole life. We're very similar. Yakima has a lot of agricultural areas and wineries. We have a lot of agriculture up here. Our landscapes up here are a little different. They're incredible with Lake Chelan, Lake Wenatchee. We both have the mountains. We both have that wildfire potential. And so they're very similar. They're similar in counties. Yakima is a little bit bigger, but overall it's extremely similar in what we do with the area. I just felt that Chelan County is just such a beautiful area, and I wanted to kind of come and make this kind of my own. I inherited the fire marshal's position from a wonderful previous fire marshal, great mentor, but I kind of wanted to branch out on my own and bring all of that knowledge to this area and help this office grow into just a fantastic place with great education for wildfires, for your fire and life safety inspections for your businesses, to the short-term rentals, which we have a lot of with the cabins and all of that, and just bring all that knowledge here and help this office grow. We actually handle new plan review for residences, anything over 3,600 square feet. We look for home sprinkler systems. We do commercial fire plan review as well. There will be propane tanks that we look at to make sure they meet the code. We're implementing a fire and life safety program where we'll be going around to businesses, making sure that their business is up to code for not only their employee safety, but for their patron safety as well. Short-term rentals is a big thing here, which is awesome around the lakes. And we want to make it safe for all of our people coming in for to recreate, as we like to call it, I guess. And then we also cover fire prevention and schools and in the public, slip, trip, and falls for our older community members. We do fire prevention for our younger ones as well, our kids. Help them make sure they have 2 ways out of their homes and know where to go, how to call 911, what the information they need to have for those. And then just wildfire preparedness around here. This is such a beautiful area. We want to keep it beautiful. So teach defensible spaces and how to be prepared in case that fire does come across.
June 1st was the first date of the burn ban.
Correct.
Which extends all the way through September.
Yes.
So what do people need to know about the burn ban in unincorporated Chelan County? What are their responsibilities now?
Responsibilities is to not burn. I know that we want to, we get all our grass clippings and our tree trimmings that we want to burn, but unfortunately this time of year becomes very hazardous with the weather. It's dry and all of our weeds and stuff start drying out, it's very easy to catch things on fire. And you may think it could just be a small fire I'm going to take care of, but a lot of those fires grow into large fires. So we want to make sure our areas are clean around our houses, the defensible space, 30 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet, depending on where you live in the area. Make sure your combustibles are away from your house. Make sure your yards are cleaned up. Your wood is not stacked right next to your house to prevent those, because embers can travel up to a mile. People don't understand that. So just make sure your houses are clean so that we can help prevent any long-time fires.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Weather, it wasn't terrible, but boy, we have had wind today. No different than we have seen going back to about the middle of April. One of the windiest springs I can remember. Today, no different. You can see the grass blowing a little. Also the sagebrush up at Wenatchee Heights, but a beautiful shot looking down at the valley outside our weather window from this afternoon, and just a few clouds above the Cascades today. But the big story in weather, wind, and that will blow again tomorrow. Our temperature is going to stay a little bit cool, 69, so a little bit below normal. And then the warm up begins as we get into Thursday. These temperatures might even be a little bit low. I think by Saturday we could see high temperatures around 95 degrees, 90 right here on Saturday, and then low 90s again on Sunday. So our first real heat wave of this summer season is upon us, even though we're not quite into summer yet. It was cool today though, 65, our unofficial high temperature. That's 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Our record high, it was a warm one in 1970, 98 degrees our record. 50 this morning, 53 is where we should be for an overnight low, and our record low 38 set in 1976. We thought, the Weather Service did too, that we would see a little more rainfall yesterday, last night, but boy, just a trace at the airport, and that keeps us at 3 inches going back to January 1st. We are almost an inch behind now where we should be for precipitation. 5:07, the sun came up this morning, and it sets tonight at 8:52. All right, getting you into those Tuesday temperatures, a lot like today, just a little bit warmer. We're still going to see those breezy, maybe even windy conditions tomorrow. 74 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 73 for you folks in Quincy, and then a little bit cooler back to the west. We'll mostly be in the mid to upper 60s, 69 for Wenatchee, 70 in Chelan, and 73 the high temperature for you folks in Omak tomorrow. But keep in mind, we're going to see that persistent wind. Tonight, area of low pressure pushing through the Pacific Northwest. This will take a southerly track. In fact, this is the storm that we thought would bring us all the rain. This is our next storm system that will move through tonight and into tomorrow. And here we go with that wind tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. We're going to see at least 15 to 25 mile an hour steady winds. High temperatures near 70. We saw winds today steady at 32 miles an hour at one point. For Tuesday, partly cloudy, still windy as I mentioned. And then things begin to change as high pressure slides in off the Washington-Oregon coast. Going to see lots of sunshine and warmer temperatures, mid-70s as we get into the midweek Wednesday. It looks beautiful, and it's just going up from there, folks. On Thursday, sunny skies. Check this out. All of the clear skies back to the Dakotas. Scorching hot down in the desert Southwest, and we are going to continue to warm up. Mid-80s for our high temperatures on Thursday. And as we end our work week on Friday, you can see that big ridge up and over the western U.S. Unseasonably warm on Friday with highs near 90. Saturday, it's going to be our warmest day. High pressure intensifies, sunny, and we'll call it hot on Saturday with high temperatures in the mid-90s. We're going to be creeping up on record territory this weekend. And then as we end our forecast on Sunday, mostly sunny skies. High pressure still in control off the coast. Still hot as well with highs on Sunday into those low 90s. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 48 overnight tonight, partly cloudy and windy, 69 your high tomorrow, and then things get very nice. Sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, and look how our temperatures go up. 84 by Thursday, almost 90 on Friday, 94 degrees on Saturday, mostly sunny, still hot on Sunday with highs then of 91. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Happy Monday. Seattle completed a 3-game sweep of Los Angeles Sunday with a 5-1 victory at T-Mobile Park. Mitch Garver drove in 3 runs. Luke Raley hit a home run, and Luis Castillo pitched 7 innings during his 5th win of the season as the Mariners wrapped up a grueling 17-day marathon without a break.
Raley hit a homer yesterday and was robbed of the home run that Moniak pulled back in the game on Friday.
Oh, this is smashed, laced to right field, a screamer, and it just gets over the wall. Luke Raley with an absolute rocket over the fence, and the Mariners take the lead.
Somebody's Netflix password in that helmet of nachos. Call it a night. This is, wow, in time. You talk about showing off over there at third. Man. Josh Rojas getting it done.
And it looked like it was going to be a perfect bunt. Rojas was playing back a little bit. Good defense. The 1-1.
It hit him. Luke Raley drives in his 2nd run. Julio at third. France runner at 2nd. Raley at first base.
The payoff to Mitch Garver. Line left field. Base hit. Julio is in. He's waving the rest home. Here is France. Here is Raley. Mitch Garver just cleared him off. 5-0 Mariners in the 8th inning.
Well, for the Mariners, a first base hit with runners in scoring position, and it drives in 3.
Gets a full count, another fastball pretty much in the middle of the plate. It's a solid line drive.
First of a 3-game set against the Padres. Neto hits it up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. And the shutout gets broken as Pilar scores, and Zach Neto drives in a run.
We're going to have a pinch hitter for the Angels, and this is Matt Thaiss.
Rojas onto the warning track. Does he have the room? He does, and the Mariners win it. They have swept the Angels, and they put the capper on what has just been a magnificent 6-1 homestand.
Seattle is off today before traveling to Oakland to begin a 3-game series with the A's at 6:40 tomorrow on Root Sports Northwest. While the Mariners emerged from the weekend with a 4-game lead over Texas in the American League West. Rangers blanked Miami Sunday 6-0. Houston is 7.5 games back after falling to Minnesota 4-3. A's are 10 games behind Seattle after falling to Atlanta Sunday 3-1. The Wenatchee Apple Sox are 3-0 after sweeping their opening series of the season over Port Angeles over the weekend. It all began Friday with a 4-1 victory over the Lefties, which was broadcast on the NCWLIFE channel. I was joined by Brandon Schmitten on the call here on the NCWLIFE channel. Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Paul Thomas Senior Baseball Stadium here on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College. It is time for another season of Apple Sox baseball, the 25th campaign for this organization as they welcome in the Port Angeles Lefties to start the West Coast League season. By the time you get to the latter portion of the season, these teams are going to look a lot different. This pitch is fisted into the air, and that's going to be a fair ball down the left field line. Rounding first, heading for second. How about the first hit of 2024 for the Apple Sox? A stand-up double for Max Hartman. Pitch on the way here to
that ball
swung on by Benavidez, and it is going to score a run. Our first run of the 2024 season will be off a sacrifice fly from the bat of Cade Benavidez as the Apple Sox lead at 1-0.
As a coach, you say, is it a ball you could hit out of the ballpark?
Well, we got a tie game because the pitch was high and inside for ball 4. So give an RBI to Giesig, and we're tied at 1-1. Kind of just going, okay, who do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ground ball through for a base hit and an RBI for Gianni, and he will drive in the Apple Sox second run. Wenatchee leads it 2-1. 2-2 count to Johnson. Pitch. Swung on and a line drive base hit into left field. That's going to score the third run of the season for the Apple Sox. Give a little cushion here in the 8th inning. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on a chop towards the left side. Third baseman dives, makes the play, throws to first, and it's dug out, and that will be an out. Another run's going to score. Wenatchee's on top 4-1. It is strike two.
So
3-2 the count. The runners are going to go.
Yep. Runners will be moving on this, so you got to go across to one with a ground ball here.
Hammergren's pitch. Swung on and fouled into the glove of the catcher, and Scheffler will squeeze it, and that'll be the final out. And the Apple Sox win the opener of the 2024 campaign by a final of 4-1 here tonight. Wenatchee kept winning on Saturday in a wild one, 16-13, with Aiden Doherty making his Apple Sox debut a good one. He went 5 for 6 with 3 runs and 3 RBI. Cade Benavidez also had a productive night, going 3 for 4 with 5 RBI. Wenatchee scored early and often Sunday in a 15-2 blowout win. Coppin State's Damon Gaither had a bases clearing double and a 5 RBI night as the Apple Sox improved to 3-0. Another action Sunday, Bellingham edged Edmonton 14-13. Victoria doubled up Kamloops 10-5. Kelowna beat Nanaimo 14-8. Another WCL South, Yakima Valley topped Springfield 13-4. Walla Walla beat Bend 10-6. Corvallis at Cowlitz and Ridgefield at Portland were both rained out. Apple Sox hold an early lead in the WCL North by a game over the Harbor Cats, Bells, and Night Owls. Wenatchee has a non-league game tonight at 6:35 against the Redmond Dukes. Well, racers from all over the country converged on Wenatchee Valley Super Oval Saturday for the Wenatchee 200. And it was a local who grew up on this track who would take the checkered flag and $25,000 to go with it. Okanagan's Evan Getz was the winner in the super late model event, followed by Spokane's Hayden Plybon second and Sanoa, Georgia's Bubba Pollard third. Moses Lake's Eric Hector was the winner in the Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning Thundercar main event. Waterville's Gary Homad was second, followed by Wenatchee's Luke Shaw third. The checkered flag flew for Albuquerque, New Mexico's Jason Irwin in the Angel Bail Bond Legends main event. Second place went to Gabe Sessler of Prosser. Troutdale, Oregon's Andrew Reel was third. Super Oval will be off for a couple of weeks and reconvene for a big bump to pass night coming up. Hey, if you want to win Dad something special for Father's Day for June 16th, the Harlem Globetrotters are bringing their world tour here to the Town Toyota Center. We have 4 tickets to give away. All you have to do is email me at sports@ncwlife.com for your chance to win. That's sports news. I'm Eric Grantstrom. Have a happy Monday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.